ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of FoolCraft, and it is that magical moment where, for the first time on the server, let me take off my hat. For the first time on the server, we get to mine our diamonds. Hello, we're going to use the vein miner on you, and how many we get in total? 5. That's pretty cool. I am currently down here doing the first branch mine on the server, just collecting different materials because we want to get some tinker's tools together. I want to make an unbreakable pick from the get-go here, which means we're going to need some gold, we're going to need obsidian. I accidentally just destroyed my iron pick because I held down shift. That, surprisingly, is the first time I've done it with stone. But it's really cool to do this, to hold down shift and use the vein miner. It just helps you do all your mining really quickly. And what I've been doing is coming across dirt patches and just mining those out with my fist, and it opens up a little area, you find some ores and stuff like that, which is really cool. And now I've got to make myself another pick, don't I? Well, I did it. I interrupted myself. Not very smart. We need obsidian, we need gold, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to vein mine with this again. And there goes an entire iron pick. But I think it was worth it because we just got 3 big patches of iron. And look at that right there. Oh, and look at that. There's some Escalium ore. Oh my goodness me. So Iscal hates diorite, and we've just found a block of it. I want to hold on to this. This is going to be very rare in the mod pack, isn't it? And we found it near to Escalium ore. I wonder if there's some sort of trick here. I'm expecting something to blow up about now, playing an Iscal mod pack after mining that dirty diorite. Let's pick these things up. So this is from the Escalium Reactors mod, Escalium ore, which we can find in the world. And we can use it to make a reactor to get power. That's going to be super useful for us early on in this game. And I'll tell you what will be useful right about now. A backpack, which I have, those Hermitron packs. Why did I not bring one with me? You know why. Because I am just a complete derp. So it turns out that I have the gold already. I was rummaging through my chests to sort them out, and what do I find? 8 gold ingots, some nuggets as well. Man, this is going to be such a great start. Now I'm wondering, what is underneath all of that lava? I'm also not caring too much because we're going to try something here. You know what it is. We're going to vein mine the obsidian. I was thinking, man, I'll tell you what, I'll be super smart about this. Let's also put a piece of water right there. We'll sort of stand on the edge because we might need to jump in and grab this obsidian. But I was thinking, yeah, let's be super smart. Let's use the vein miner and make our lives easier because mining that obsidian, man, it can be a real grind. And did I get it all? Yes, I got 20 pieces of obsidian. This is so fast to get going. This is what I love, you know. I've got all these thoughts and ideas for projects and stuff in my mind, and they always require the Minecraft grind to get your materials together. But anyway, with those and with that, we'll be able to make the casts for our tools and also some unbreakable modifiers as well. This mod pack is amazing. I'm just loving the speed at which we are progressing here. Let's grab that thing so we can make 5 upgrades right here. And if you look at my diamond pick, you can see that I've been a little bit of a derp. I held down the shift button, it ate up a lot of that very quickly as I realised what was happening. Ooh, when I hold down shift, these things change. Anyway, we want to grab all 5 of those and make a pick here. So we can basically just use something really cheap like stone, right? I mean, there's no reason to use anything else. Maybe paper for modifiers, although I think this thing gives you... Hi, I'm putting it in the wrong place. It gives you... And I need to select the tool that I want to make. There we go. It gives you, as I was trying to say, 5 modifiers, doesn't it? Yeah, but then if we made some parts out of paper, we'd have more modifiers overall, so we could make it mine faster and stuff like that. Okay, we got 7 modifiers on this sucker. That is so cool. But I know there's something really important that you guys are going to tell me. So let's get on breaking. Let's listen to those crazy sound effects. And what is the mining level of this thing? That's what I want to know right now. It's probably pretty low, isn't it? That's why we should put a diamond on it, and then I believe it will make everything mineable at diamond level. And we get left with another modifier. That's pretty awesome. Actually, it says right there that the mining level is iron. Uh-oh, I might have done it wrong. Anyway, it doesn't matter because this thing... let me just show you what this thing is going to do for us. So right now, I am super stoked because... Look at that up there. This is where I accidentally used the diamond pick, by the way. Mine shaft, that means cobwebs, that means string, which means animal net. So we're going to need a lot of food because I need to shut up and show you now, don't I? Right, let's just stand here. Let's hold down shift and mine this stone. Very slow. Did you see how long that thing went for then? That was amazing. Oh my goodness me. And oh, it's got 3 modifiers on it. That was absolutely nuts. This thing is basically going to level itself up for us. My goodness me. The name of the game has changed. It ain't called branch mining. It ain't called strip mining. I don't even know what sort of mining this is. But it's my new favourite activity. Oh, and the bedrock generates like that, does it? Fascinating, fascinating. Well, we're at diamond level, and we are going to find plenty of diamonds, I reckon. Let's mine from this spot right down here at the bottom of the world, and watch this thing zap it all away. There's... Oh, I thought those were diamonds. How many resources are we uncovering right now? This is such a cool way to get going on the server. There's one downside to this, one downside that's quite annoying. I'm not going to complain. I don't think now is the time for complaining, but my inventory is constantly being filled up with stone, and I'm surprised I haven't had to eat sooner, actually. Look at that. My health has finally... Sorry, my health. My hunger has finally come down, and now we need to eat some food and get it back up again. So let's just observe that one more time. How does it zap away my hunger? Because on Sky Factory, it would go through it a lot quicker. Right, and then it just stops after a certain amount of time. Now, as I'm going through here, it's okay putting torches down on the ground. I mean, mobs can't spawn on bedrock, and there's our second lot of diamonds. Awesome. I probably need to put torches on the ores. This is such a strange way to play the game, but can you tell I'm having a blast? And look at that, we found some more diorite. I'm going to collect as much of this stuff as I can. I want to make Iskau a gift. So every problem has its solution, and this solution is a trash can. So there's all this stone that gets left behind that's going to fill up my inventory. We just got to chuck it away into one of these, right? Bam! Dealt with that, and we can continue mining. Because the thing is, I'm going to go around collecting these ores, and they're not going to go into my inventory because they're full up with stone. Oh, and that reminds me. Check it out. These have broken. They've got a little 0 next to them. I'm not sure what's going on with that. In fact, I think they went all the way down to the bottom. The 0 appeared, and now they've started going down again. Hey, let's do more of my favourite activity and see if it changes. So that helmet was about halfway across, and now it's down to there. So I reckon it's going to break and then go back up again. Something like that. Yeah, you can kind of see it happening. Wow. So, something just occurred to me. I just did a little experiment. I think I might suggest this guy and say, this probably shouldn't be in the pack, but if I just punch this block, and boy oh boy, that's taking a long time, but I'm holding down shift, I'm using the vein miner. Check this out. It still mines away everything, and that's OP on a level I can't even describe right there. If I'd have thought about that a moment ago, I'd have never even have had to have made this pick. But I still like using the pick. It's cool. It is cool. And do you know what? I was going to start mining this stuff with the diamond, but just use this one. And another thing, this isn't going to drop any stone as well. So although it's slower, it actually makes sense to do that, because then I don't have to mess around with the trash can. Well, we are learning things very fast today, aren't we? Well, I've cleaned out this area. Boy, oh boy, a job well done. The amount of XP we got, crazy, almost at 30 levels, but I doubt XP is going to be our priority, as a lot of these mods make things easier without the need for, you know, the vanilla games sometimes. And check it out, look at what I got right here, a few bits and bobs, but it's what's in these chests that is amazing. Loads and loads of goodies to get us started, that is awesome. But right now, what we shall do is head into that mine shaft. I really do need to get myself some string so that we can make some animal nets. Well, I've got on my string, but I have been saddened by events that have been unfolding over here at the surface. Came up here in a moment of disbelief, turned around behind me and went, what? Is the world not loading correctly? Is there some sort of visual glitch happening? And then it kind of struck me, oh, the sky has actually changed. So a second ago it was overcast, and my theory is that lightning struck while I was underground, and it's absolutely wreaked havoc on this area. Oh man, I was going to show you this. So some of the buildings had actually sort of spawned inside of trees, and they were hidden out of sight, which was pretty cool. I wanted to kind of do up this village and make it really nice and pretty next to this wonderful forest. And now this area is a wasteland. It looks ghastly. How far has this spread? Oh my god, it's still going as well. Oh, we got to check this out. This is going to be something. My goodness me, this is a little bit of a flaw with this game, the old fire spread, isn't it? Because this, well, I guess you could say it's realistic. Forest fires are a thing, and it looks like it's still spreading. Part of me says I should put that out. Another part of me says it will never happen. You'll never catch up with this thing. Oh my goodness me. It might have been that now that I've come in this area, we've loaded the chunks, and now the fire is going to keep on spreading. And that is just so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Let's try and put it out. Ooh. I think I might have clicked my mouse into oblivion then, but I actually managed to stop the fire, so it shouldn't spread any further. And another cool thing about this is we can get animals nice and easy, because now we can just wander through this area. They've managed to survive the wreckage, and we found a chance cube. Well, everything is going a little bit crazy at the moment. Oh my goodness me! It stretches off in this direction. This is insane. This is actually insane right now. I do not believe what I'm seeing. Wow. What destruction has happened here, eh? Alright, we're nabbing animals now. We're pinching them. I got 2 of each. Wait, did I grab it already? There was a rooster here. Oh, there you went. There you went. You're trying to get away, you sucker. Those roosters are cool, man. I want to find out if they do something a little bit different from, you know, traditional vanilla chickens. The only word that was in my head then was eggs. Because I was thinking, I hope they do more than just lay eggs. It's time to crank this thing open. Are you excited? This guy, oh my goodness me, look at that expression. Hi. That's terrifying. They're very fast. They might do a lot of damage. They might actually do. I have no blocks on my hotbar. This is a terrible situation. I've been backed off into a corner, and it looks like they don't do a lot of damage. And let's get that swipe attack on them. Oh, loot bags. Hello. Jeez. This isn't too much of a challenge, but I love the fact they got those outlines going on. Just looks so different from what you'd expect. Hey, get wrecked. What's going on? Something else is attacking me. Look, there's something else there. Do you see it? Oh, I bet I know who it is. I bet it's Iskall. I bet Iskall's coming over here to troll me because I was just telling him about the wonderful woods that burned down. And I got 1 golden carrot left, peeps. 1 golden carrot, and my frames are being annihilated by all of the fire. Let's head over to where the fire is, you know. This is bad news. Bad news. I think we should turn fire spread off on this server. It also might be a good idea not to build next to a forest, you know. Us guys, we're the beta testers of this mod pack, you know. We find all the bugs and have to put up with things like this, and then they get fixed. So you might want to wait a few days before playing. Things like this are pretty horrendous, you know. Come back to check out what was in those loot bags. Burnerang. I have no idea what that could be. It could end up being something really cool and useful. We've got another one here. That was an uncommon, so that's going to have better than what will be in this bag. In fact, these ones are going to be garbage, aren't they? A record. I'll hold on to the name tag. That's not so bad. There's another one over here. I doubt we'll get anything good. Hi, what do you have? Nothing. Rubbish. Garbage. So, it's been some time since I last recorded. Been on an epic adventure. A derpy adventure, too. Went in exploration of a village to settle down in. And I've since gone off this idea a little bit. I wanted to restore the village, but I really do feel like that one I found before was just kind of beautiful, you know, the achacha wood next to the giant trees, and this one's kind of cool that it's a water village, but it's surrounded by an insane amount of flowers, and the setting doesn't feel so pretty, and I find myself not so inspired to really work on this one, so I was going to settle down here, and I've actually dropped off some of these Hermitron cases, but I think actually what we'll do is move on from this area, and on my travels I've actually found some pretty amazing things that are going to help us progress forward in this game right now. I also found a chance cube, and when I cranked it open it made a giant rainbow. If ever I need some coloured wool I might come back and pick that stuff up. But this village isn't terribly interesting. I went around raiding chests and pretty much got nothing from it, which kind of sucked, you know. But anyway, I settled down in this middle tower building, which looks really cool. Look at the entrance here. It's definitely in need of restoration, but I'd like to move on. So I'm just coming back here to pick up our Hermitrons, and we're going to move out, and I'll show you a couple of things that we've discovered. Alright, let's head out of this place. We're probably not going to return again. It's not terribly interesting there. And up ahead you can see 2 waypoints because I found 2 amazing things. Gotta watch out for that lava. So I stumbled on some endstone of all things. So check me out. I'm going to look ridiculous right now. I know, those eyes. But the endstone armor kind of looks ridiculous as well. But it gives us an ability. We have two parts to this set, and that ability we can see when we hold down shift. Set effects requires +2 pieces to be worn, teleports you in the direction you're looking, and we press R to do that, which is also my button for throwing things away. So let's make sure we're not holding something in our inventory. And forward we go, and it also now puts something into my inventory, which isn't so good. Okay, that time it didn't. Excellent. So now we can zip around really fast, but there is a charge down. Let's do this again, or a cooldown. Bam! Forward we go, and you can see that thing comes down relatively slowly, in my opinion. This is really cool when you're traveling. Just tap R every so often, and you'll end up getting there a little bit quicker. Now this forest, by the way, is gorgeous. Let's teleport through it. Wow, what a setting. This is all bamboo, by the way. And then on the other side of the bamboo, we're going to find something. Bones over there, you can see it. I gotta warn you guys, there was some serious derpage on my live stream. Hello, Ocelot. Serious derpage. I found this tower. It was pretty cool looking, right? There are a couple of spawners in it, and I decided to make a skeleton farm. And in the process of trying to block it up, I accidentally vein mined the structure several times, because the vein mining button used to be to hold down shift, and you do that instinctively a lot when you're standing on top of a building. And so this thing is now a ghastly sight, and we will tear it down. Oh, hello. We will tear it down at some point in the future because it is pretty disgusting right now. But up there, there is in fact a skeleton spawner. And there was a zombie spawner there as well, but it felt kind of pointless to keep it because it was in the way. And the only thing I was really after was the skeletons. Although now I think about it, they just dropped down onto spikes. It would just meant we would have killed more things overall. So you can hear death down here. And that is because we are destroying these skeletons with stone spikes. So this is, you don't even need me to tell you what this is. There's some water back there. We're just letting the skeletons fall onto the water, pushing them over the front onto the stone spikes here. So now I can AFK up the top for a bit, and that way we can collect some bones, and I can chuck away any junk and things that I don't want into this trash can. So it's a pretty cool little setup to get us going, and I've been opening these bags and occasionally finding something cool like that. The Ender Sword, hello, don't mind if I do. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's better than the one I've currently got. Let's chuck that thing away then. And yeah, that's how we get bones now. Pretty cool, right? And other loot as well. But there is more to show you. This is just one thing that I've found. Let's now head in the direction of the other beacon. This is a beautiful forest, man. I'm in awe of the sights that can be seen roaming around in full pack. This is amazing. We're about 200 blocks away, so let's zip there a little bit quicker. And ahead of us is one of those massive forests once again. And Iskall has actually now turned off fire spread. So if we were to settle down near one of these, we would know that it wouldn't quite catch on fire. And I can already see a potential problem over there. There's a lava pool next to this stuff, which is no good. There's also some saplings lying around over here. What happened there, eh? Anyway, you can see there is a beacon called Enderman Farm. It's not a farm yet. Let me show you what I found. I spotted some obsidian. I vein mined the obsidian, and below it was loads of endstone. It was really exciting. And when I mined away the endstone, lo and behold, in the world, an Enderman spawner, a vanilla-style spawner. So we can make a farm with that, and it just so happens that for the mob farm I want to build that is going to provide us with many resources, the one thing we really need to get our hands on is an Enderman head. And now we have an Enderman spawner. It's as if it was a sign, you know. So check it out, this thing right here, Enderman spawner. Can you believe it? Check it out, we got a Hermitron, and it's full of commons of all things. Jeez, we'll take it anyway. And that'll be another backpack, really. I've got everything I own on me right now thanks to these things. And we're not going to build the Enderman farm today. Oh, no. We're going to do some more things in preparation. One of the things I need to do is find a food source. Another thing I need to do is basically crank that open because we have stumbled in to a chance cube as well. I just opened them. Oh, that looks so bad. Okay, that looks like trouble, sort of. But it's not. That's actually quite magical and amazing. My goodness me! What are we seeing right here? Flying magma slimes. Jeez. That is a sight to behold like I've never seen it. Wow. And that guy's got derpy eyes. That's ridiculous. Now, are the bats going to despawn after a while and settle down? How's this work? Or are they just going to fly forever? They've been named as well, so they might not despawn. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Wow. Oh dear, got to be careful where we step. There's pools of lava every now and then, isn't there? Jeez, those guys are amazing. The place we need to go to is over here to a slime island. I had a look on our journey map and there's one over here. As I said, RIP sheep. In preparation of things we need to do, I want to get myself some slime boots and a slime sling as well. That's going to help us travel around. That's going to prevent full damage catching me out. Can we use our teleporter to get up there? That's what I'm thinking. I rebounded the key because I was holding my sword. I pressed R and I basically threw it on the ground and then teleported ahead of myself. It was so silly. Anyway. Nope, I can't get up there. You even get a little no, you can't do that sound. So we're going to have to pillar up using some cobble, which is going to be ugly. But when we get back down here, aha, we can use vein miner and get rid of it all. It's time for me to use my brain smarts. I have seen some slimes falling down from on top of there. So if we go underneath the island, they can't jump down on top of me and push me off, which would be disastrous, you know. So if we do it this way, wow, I can hear them squishing. We can kind of get a bit of a safe entrance up onto the island. It is changing tonight and it looks like we're going to be okay. There are no slimes spawning up here, which is just fantastic. I don't think these light levels stop them from spawning. They are modded slimes. They could have different rules from regular ones. And there's just you. And what are you going to drop for us? Nothing. How rude. Well, lucky that there are some of these blocks for us to mine here. So, not to be confused, we've made these slime boots. I noticed that you can make these ones out of slimes, and the bonus is that you can bounce off walls and floors. That might reduce full damage, it might not, but it would take up 2 armor pieces. We're just going to use the 1 so we can hop out of here, and we've got our slime sling as well. If you saw Hermit Pack, you'll know all about this, because it's a pretty amazing way of getting around. So we've got to get back down to the bottom. I hope I don't fall to my death. I've got a feeling I won't, unless I hold down shift. That would be a bad thing to do. Oh, and there's a witch! Jeez, she's throwing potions at me, peeps. We got to whack her in the face. Get wrecked, you. Get wrecked. Oh, check that out. She didn't even do any damage to me, and you are burning alive. I've got a feeling, because I was up there are now lots of mobs hanging around on the surface, right? And we've got to be super vigilant here. Be very careful. I hear another one coming out from the darkness. Get wrecked, buddy. Okay, so, vein miner time. Oh, it didn't do anything. Huh. Well, the server was having a little bit of trouble with itself there, but eventually it caught up, and it all got vein mined away. But check it out, we got a slime sling, and this is how we use it, like this. You've probably seen this before from Hermit Pack. Bam! Off into the sky we go. That wasn't very successful, actually. It's kind of hard to do when you're in F5 mode. But we whack it like that and we go all the way up and over, and then we can bounce around, which is pretty spectacular. So we're heading sort of back to where the Enderman farm is, but I would like to show you the view on the other side of this forest, which is kind of spectacular. So we got a beautiful forest, then we have a river, and then we have this biome, which is certainly interesting. It's like amplified terrain, but definitely more crazy. And with this thing, we are able to traverse it easily. And it's got its own dark blue water as well. Man, this is interesting. It goes all the way over there. It's got its own little ocean. And a creeper! Geez, got to watch out for that guy. There's 2 of them. Let's go in the other direction. Is the sun setting, or is it just because I'm under some blocks that everything's getting a little bit gloomy? So, when it comes to bases, I don't know where I want to build. There are so many places that are inspiring, and so many ideas racing through my mind, but I'm not settled on anything, so I'd love to get some feedback from all of you on what you think of this biome. I personally feel like this is the sort where if you stay in it for a long time, it's not going to be as interesting, because if we take a step back and think about this, you're looking at 2 to 3 blocks most of the time, and this green block isn't the most interesting of textures in my opinion. But the scale of it, the size, the shape, all of that is fascinating. And we have this view as well. And I got to say, from up here, I don't think the view of the forest is quite the same. I think when you're down on the ground looking up and you get a better sense of the trunk of the tree and the canopy size, it looks cooler from down below, doesn't it, basically? No way! Check it out, a chance cube. That is a chance cube, isn't it? So I saw a floaty block over here, tried to get near it. Oh, it's just one of these. Crag rock. Then there's one there. Then I see another one, and oh, actually, that one's a chance cube. I had a feeling there might be something special up the top here. And look at the view. It's actually not that great. I mean, it's kind of cool. No! And there's lava below! Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. I was going to open that chance cube. Oh man, it's going to take me forever to get back up there. Oh man. Wow, I just started bouncing and I couldn't stop it. Do you know what's going to be in this chance cube? What do you think it is? Well, I think it could be something bad. So we're going to open this weapon case that I got out of a loot bag. Amazing sound effects. Oh, and there it is. And we've got a Saab, which has an attack damage of 9. This one has 7. So if anything comes out of there that's scary, we've got a better sword. That's cool. Right, moment of truth. Let's break it. And it was... Oh no! That was so cruel. I've got a feeling those were the ones that jeez, quick, press the thing. I pressed the right key just in time. Oh man, those creepers got wrecked. Where did they go? Down into the water? Let's go and find them. Oh, I hope I'm not too close to them. No, I'm far enough away, aren't I? They're all charged creepers. No, they're not charged creepers. Oh, they got particle effects around them. Hi, that's a crazy sight right there. I think I'm going to go in the other direction. Peeps, I think that's going to be it from us this episode. We've got to do the off because of all those creepers back there. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like. As always, thank you for the support on the FoolCraft series. Let me know what you think of this location for a base. I'm kind of not too keen on it, to be fair, now that I've explored that area up top. So anyway, that'll be it from me this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.